Kan I se, hvor sød han er? I det mindste kan man nok godt se. Soft.
I hvert fald også mærke, hvor dejligt blød hun er.
Dengang jeg skulle til lufthavnen. Vil I se på det?
Altså, det er bare... Jamen dog! Goddag, hvem står der? Hvem står der? Hvad? Goddag. Ej, hvad laver vi? Hvad laver vi? Hvad laver vi? Jamen, hvad pokker? Vi er på hovedet. Bunny-ben, bunny-ben. Ud og få noget sol på kinderne. Lidt. Så flotte og store. Og så her den lille bitte en, den skal vi have. Og lige om lidt, så skal vi hen og kigge på dit træ. Skal vi hen og kigge på dit træ, hva'? Nej, så lukker vi træerne på det godt, ikke? Ved du så hvad, selvom jeg godt sagde, at vi kun giver de træer, der står i potter, gødning, så giver vi også dit lidt gødning, fordi dit træ, det er meget vigtigt, ikke Hans? Prøv at se her engang. Her er far ved at gro et nyt skaft til hammeren. Et egetræsskaft. Er det ikke vildt? Jeg tror da faktisk snart, vi kan skære den af. Måske håndtaget lige skal være lidt tykkere. Men ved du hvad vi kan gøre? Vi kan gå op og hente nogle nye stykker værktøj, og så sætte på de her 2 grene her, og så gro noget mere. Det sidder helt fast nu. Det beviser faktisk bare, Hans, at træer også vokser om vinteren. Det er meget sejt. Jeg henter lige en saks og noget nyt værktøj, eller vi henter lige en saks og noget nyt værktøj, så sætter vi delme også noget på de 2 andre grene. Så, vi er bund. Sikke da, den kan. Så står den der. Det kommer til at tage noget tid, du. Frist til at komme ind i hakkehovedet. Det håber vi. Whoopsie. Så hænger de der. Og ved du hvad det så handler om, Hans? Så handler det bare om at vente. Kan du se det? Det er hakken. Ja, det er hakken. Og det er øksen. Og så hammeren. Far han satte på for nogle år siden af nedenunder. Så vi får noget sejt værktøj, hvor vi selv har vokset håndtaget, var. Har du så set her, hvordan den er groet fast næsten? Så tror jeg, når det bliver efterår, så kan vi skære den af. Og så har far lavet. Han har groet sit eget skaft, er det ikke sjovt? Den er heller ikke brug for længere. egentlig, så tror jeg fyldemæssigt, der er mere der. Ja. Så lidt. Hvad? Han er en kuffert. Nej! 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 Den kan også lege med resten. Nej, hvor er det spændende.
I have miscalculated a little bit with the cement because obviously there's a big slope here and I have almost 20 centimeters down here if I want to make the floor level with the rest of the floor. So I'm gonna fill in a little bit of gravel here on top of the vapor barrier. I know it should have been under ideally, but my inexperience and stupidity made me not think about it. So I think it'll be fine. It's not like it's holding the foundation of the house or anything. It's just a heating room. Træk vejret. Det er virkelig, altså det er også, altså nu har jeg jo fået den der skidsemanden mixer, men det er virkelig et projekt, hvor den virkelig kan, altså giver mening.
Ja.
Altså da jeg gik og blandede mørtel med den, der gav den jo ikke rigtig mening.
Ja. Det Smukt. Jeg vejer af. Fordi det begynder at spise sig ind i grenene, Hans. Og så Vi tog lige vand der igennem også. Det er ligesom hvis man holder vand på dine arme. Ja. Ja.
Bare begge. Det er nice bare at have masser af opland.
Præcis. Det er mange, altså vi kunne sagtens bruge mere ved nu.
Ja, specielt også med Hans og
Ja, nummer 2.
så hans klude og
Well, usually I make lunch for us, but Stina knew I had a tough day ahead of me, so she made it. That's a very nice gesture. I think I have ordered way too much cement, but rather too much than too little.
I want to start off saying apologies for the lights, LED lights flickering. I should have seen that and then not have used it on the time lapse, because you can still see things. It's late in the afternoon now, and I was finished pouring the floor by now, so that would have been way better for the video quality, but I think you can still get the gist of what I was doing in the time lapse. Although this floor has been a long series of mistakes, I only just used 10 more bags than half of them. I used 60 bags of cement. And on the floor here, the closest to the window, it's only 4 centimeters thick, because I got scared that I didn't have enough. But now I obviously had way too much. I could have easily given it 2 centimeters extra, which would have made a stronger floor. But now I'm walking around on it, it doesn't feel too bad. I'm not worried about it. It's okay, but there's always something to look back upon, not knowing. And yeah, first time ever I pour, or I don't know what you call it when it's a screed floor, because it's not cement, it's just a sort of wet sand. It's easier to do slowly than pouring a cement floor. That's why. And it's not runny. That's why I had these screed boards, so I can do it in sections. And this is also the first week where I am beginning to really take part in taking care of Hans. Stine is the only one of us two who are making money, so she's back at her remote job, and I'm having some days with half days with Hans. So we split up, which has been nice, because I have him in his little seat here in the chest, and I can do stuff while he's there, and he seems to be enjoying it, me talking to him, and I really like that. So we've been doing some garden work, some bonsai, and looking at the growing a chair project and all the handles. I'm very excited that the shovel and hammer is almost finished. It's really it just goes to show how fast 2 years can fly by, and that trees are growing during winter, at least oak trees. I should have known that, me being so much into trees. So yeah, we've accepted the plumber's offer as well, so now the room is soon ready for them to install our new heating source, and the floor heating and all the water and sewage and stuff. But yeah, construction and building projects, they always run over budget, and ours here is no exception. But I just imagined it to be a little cheaper because I do so much myself, but apparently, yeah, it is what it is. We'll borrow a little more money from my father, and I'll soon start working a little bit on the side. We'll see how it affects the channel. If I'll probably not be as productive from April, but unfortunately this world is about money, and I'm not self-sufficient yet, and now I've also got some money to pay back for my father. So that's what it is. It's been some great 3 years, but still until end of April I'll keep going. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. I really appreciate you guys watching. I'll say it twice.